Nick Cannon has always been corny. I think there are certain attributes that came along later on throughout life that kind of allowed women to come.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, to be honest, whether you're going to fake it or not, people are going to like you, they're not going to like you. So I asked him anyway.
Okay.
I guess he had to do what he had to do.
I'm not gonna lie, this is totally making a lot of sense to me, Kelly. Could he possibly be overcompensating? That's kind of probably why he got these 12 kids.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Something's there. The pipeline is there, in my opinion.
100%. I mean, I think we spoke last time just about trauma when you're young. And like you said, he definitely mentioned, listen, I was a scrawny kid. I'm in Hollywood. You got all these other kids that were looking better than me. So I have to go out there and give them my personality. But you put it perfectly, Coy. It's a difference between showing people your personality and developing a persona, right? Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, that's not the real Stephen A. Smith. That's a persona that he created to entertain y'all, and that's what Nick did. Man, I guess it worked out. He has 12 kids. He's doing pretty good, pretty successful, but I agree with you 100%. You had to build a persona up, man.
You know, we know Nick Cannon famously from a lot of things that he played when he was younger, and the roles that he played, unfortunately, gave corny, like you said, gave young kid, young boy. Who are some other people that you would like throw in this category as well, Mike?
Girl, it is a list. I would say probably my top two at the moment would be Drake and Neo, funny looking self. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are two people you feel like, hey, we kind of put you in a category.
Yeah.
You're cool, your music's cool, but as far as like
Yeah.
attractiveness and women and men being attracted to you, no?
So, okay, so I think Drake has an attractiveness to him. We already know Drake is Drake, whatever.
Okay.
But Neo, that's another one. Neo looked like the alien from, what is that movie?
Oh, no.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
and I feel like he's another one that's kind of overcompensating with all the women and getting people tattooed on his name. And I really don't like what he did to his ex-wife, too.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of just coming for you just a little bit, sir. But I'll give you a cupcake, too, if you want them. But other than that, like, he just...
Sell it, Mike. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we
See what you did there. See what you did there. Very, very clever of you. Yeah, I do think that there is a pipeline to men having a bunch of women and wanting to continue to rotate a bunch of women and some sort of overcompensating there, whatever that may be, because it's like, it seems like it's never enough or you have to do the most for some reason. Just not sure what that reason is.
But that's exactly why you give your true personality and don't create a persona. When it's you, it comes out way more organic. When you're a persona, you have to live up to it, and you may not even be that person. We just need to do better. If you knew better, you do better.
Agreed.
Some of them like boys, too, but that's another story.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Well, listen, be your authentic self is the
Hello.
lesson in that. Kelly, 100 points you have on the board. Mike, you're at 200. Let's keep it rolling because we got one more question in this round. Which boxer inked a 2-year, $8 million deal? Kelly.
Clarissa Shields. Get your
Money. Clarissa is getting that money. Talk to me about this deal she just signed.
Yeah, it's big, especially for women athletes. We all know that men are usually the ones, or 100% are the ones that get paid more than the women athletes. And now she gets this $8 million deal. Should be 4 fights, around 2 years, and she gets $3 million guaranteed. That's just completely unheard of, just in the sphere of women's sports. So just the fact that she's this figure and she goes out there and they gave her that bread, especially the guarantee part of it, that's major. Big money, baby. Good stuff.
So something that makes this deal unique is she partnered with a promotion company and also a record label. Do you think there was some influence behind the person that she's dating right now with this deal?
Of course, especially when you're really in love with somebody. You want, especially from a female perspective, I ain't a female, but I feel from a woman's perspective, you're going to want to help your man make money too. So y'all doing that bedroom talk, y'all looking at numbers. If he ain't really pushing too much, she probably looking too like, okay, how can I get into this? So yeah, bring the money into the household. So she getting paid, he getting paid too.
Yeah, because I think Pap is also signed to this label as well. But I think the question that everybody wants to know, Kelly, is she and Layla Ali gonna fight?
Nah, man. But you know what? My hot take is, so initially Layla Ali, we had this conversation before. She's like, no, not interested. Said no to the proposal. But watch, with this new deal, and if the money's there, 100%, they're going to keep going back and forth on social media. And eventually, Layla's going to be like, where's the money at? Netflix, you want to get in on this? All right, cool, let's make it happen.
It seems like the easier thing to do at this point would be to fight, because they are doing these super edited, curated videos that like takes a lot of production. So it's like, you just get in the ring and fight at this point.
They're selling it. I'm telling you, watch. You heard it here first. I don't have any sources, but you just follow the breadcrumbs. they're laying the beginnings of it. It's gonna happen.
But I hope not, though.
No?
No.
Why not?
I hope not. Because the thing, they was already offered, I think, what, $14 million to do so.
Yeah.
But I just feel like sometimes, especially when you get to a certain point of your career, I don't like when legends kind of mess up their thing by coming back in. Like, I didn't like when Mike Tyson did it. So I just feel like let things be, talk your noise, and just whatever. She can make her money doing something else. It ain't always about the money, so.
And then also her name is Layla Ali. Like, her dad left a legacy, and I'm sure an estate for her to make a lot of money. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of today's. This is not the end of today's episode, the end of today's round. I'm ready to end the show already. My goodness. Mike is at 200 points, and Kelly is at 200 points as well, making it a tie between the both of them. And when we return, these two will be battling it out for round 2 of Clock It. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Clock It, where Mike and Kelly are battling it out. The two of them are currently tied, 200 points they each have on the board, but it is now time to break this tie by entering into round 2 with our first question. Which artist returns to acting with a guest appearance on Canadian comedy The Office Movers? Kelly.
Drizzy Drake.
Drake is going from Degrassi to this. Check it out.
Sorry. Like, you guys have movers, but do you guys have guys? You know, like real guys? Yeah, they're all guys. All my guys are outside. Oh, these guys are outside. What? I just came from outside. I didn't see no real guys out there. My guys are outside for real. I'm trying to show you.
It's funny to see Drake in this light. Kelly, is this something you'll be checking out?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm a fan of when Drake is able to get into that sort of bag, like the comedy, not taking himself too serious bag, because I feel like that's when he gives his best in terms of acting and all that. And this Office Movers thing is more of like a Canadian thing. Think of kind of like the Office type vibe where two brothers come into the ownership of their father's moving company and all these shenanigans happen. So I think it's the perfect fit for Drake to do something like this.
Mike, you were just telling us how you think Drake is very corny. Did that give corny to you?
Absolutely. It definitely gave corny, but I think it's supposed to give corny.
Okay.
I'm actually looking forward to see exactly what this brings. I mean, I like Drake. So just because you corny on me, I don't like you.
Okay.
So I like him. I'm looking forward to see what that is. It's kind of giving me, and I could be wrong, what is that name? Is it Keenan and Peele? Is Keenan Peele or whatever?
Key and Peele.
Key and Peele. I feel like it's kind of giving that duo maybe.
Okay.
So I'm looking to see if I'm correct.
Kelly, OVO also dropped something as well. There's like a whole new revamp going on with them, right?
Yeah, they're rebranding their like digital footprint, I guess you can say. So technically on the surface level, it's just like a rebrand of the website, but they also announced that they're going to be collaborating with the NFL, with the MLB, with Marvel, and all that sort of stuff. So with this comes the announcement that they're completely revamping OVO on the digital side.
That was very smart of Drake. If he's already getting hype behind this, and I'm sure in Canada this seems like a big deal. I know these two brothers that are in this show, they started out as big streamers and now they're moving into other spaces. So in Canada, they're a big deal. In the United States, I think they're a big deal as well.
And Corey, remember, album dropping soon.
It is.
You know what he's doing. They smart over there.
The rollout is there, and they definitely know what they are doing. Kelly, 300 points you have on the board. Mike, you're at 200, but I know you're going to make a comeback. Let's keep rolling so we can make that happen for you. Who donated $1.4 million to organizations supporting families impacted by SNAP benefits reduction? Mike.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler is at it again, donating more money. Like, it's crazy how much money this man has to donate. Like,
yeah, this man donates all the time, no matter what people say. I feel like every time something comes up, he's always dishing a bag. So I appreciate Tyler Perry for what he's doing.
Doing his thing for sure. Kelly, what were some of the organizations that he donated to?
Oh, man, so many. One of them specifically is called Gooder. He's also giving money to Meals on Wheels. And what I love about what he's done is just telling people, listen, I'm from the bottom. A lot of us are from the bottom, and I understand what it's like to have SNAP benefits. A lot of us came up on it, and a lot of our families would not have eaten or survived without it. So he's like, you know what? In this time, this is why I'm giving all this money. And it's beautiful to see, man.
Earlier this week, we talked about like Jimmy Kimmel stepping up and doing something similar with doing a food drive. In my opinion, to see these big names like Tyler Perry, Jimmy Kimmel, this is what being American is about. Mike, can you agree? In a time where millions of Americans could be suffering, especially entering into the holidays, this is how you use your celebrity and influence.
No, absolutely, and I would love to see it more. I mean, I think there's a certain entitlement where people feel like because you have money, you should be doing. But for the ones that do actually have the money and they are doing it, I love the fact that they're leading the way. And they're also proving a point, too, that, yeah, the government have certain power, but we truly have the power because this is our money. So I love the fact of what it is that he's doing. And as you say, his story, how he's grown and where he's came from and showing like it doesn't take you starting off to be a billionaire or millionaire to really get to this point and to still be able to do for other people. And that you can still make money and still do for people at the same time.
I agree. And if you have the will to step up in a time of need right now, I encourage you to do so. And I'm happy that these people are influencing us to do the same thing. Kelly and Mike, 300 points you both have on the board. It is a tie. We got to break this thing. Let's keep it rolling. Who admits to burning all their underwear about 30 years ago and always going commando?
It's nasty.
Mike.
Not me, but Charles Barkley.
Initially, I was going to say, now, why do we need to know this information? But
Really
to be
did.
fair, he was asked, and this was his response.
Well, I'm doing research for tonight, and Chuck, is it true that you burned all of your underwear almost 20 years ago and haven't worn any since?
Yeah, I realized that underwear were not a necessity. So I had it was a big fire too, Peyton. So I'm always going Comanche. Is it Comanche?
Commando.
Yeah, I burned all my underwear about 30 years ago. Like I said, it was a big fire, so I'm always going commando for the rest of my life.
Mike, are you going Comanche?
Good Lord.
Comanche is crazy, by the way.
Listen, the fact that you're doing something you don't even know what it's called is crazy. No, I'm not going commando. Listen, it sweats down there. I don't need nothing, sir. And I don't want to know that by him. That is crazy. Just,
I would venture to even say, how did they know to get this information to ask him this question? Like, this is a little wild. Kelly, I saw that also the co-host gifted him with something that was, he could probably use at this point.
Right, exactly. So Eli and Peyton, who are the hosts of the Mannycast that you saw right there, they had a pair of tidy whities for Chuck, man. Had all their faces on it. And it had the tagline, like, first guest on the Mannycast, because that's exactly what Chuck was back in, like, 2021. Will he use it is the question. Maybe he can frame it or something like that. There was some big old drawers,
They
too.
were
did,
big. They were really big. For them to be gifting him underwear that he no longer has, I'm like, he could fit two of him in there.
Right.
Like, what is he going to do with that?
I couldn't believe. But Chuck says crazy stuff like this all the time, and the wild thing is that it's true. Like, he doesn't lie. He's keeping it real. So if he wants to go Comanche, I ain't working with him. You do what you do, Chuck.
Comanche is crazy. Mike, 400 points you have on the board. Kelly, you are at 300. Let's keep this game rolling.
Crazy.
Which platform has decreased its subscribers over Disney blackout? Kelly.
YouTube TV.
What is the beef right now? What is going on?
This is all just corporate greed, right? So YouTube TV is a cable subscription platform, basically, and Disney has a partnership with them, so certain channels that are owned by Disney are on there. So we're talking about ESPN, ABC. A lot of times, once these agreements are done, they have to renegotiate in order to keep everything going. Well, Disney wanted a little more money for ESPN, ABC, and all the other networks. Google was like, well, who owns YouTube TV, by the way? They're like, don't really want to do that. So they've been in a standstill for the past week. So this is affecting individuals who are paying upwards of $80, $100 and over, who expect to have their ESPNs and their networks, and they just can't watch any games, any sort of shows that are on those platforms.
Mike, it is a time where we're all kind of cutting back and deciphering like where we are spending our money and giving our money to. Are you cutting back on some of your subscriptions when it comes to TV?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, I've already. I don't. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay,
I already.
listen, I'm with you.
Hello. I
Hello.
already have. But the thing about it is, I feel like some of these people need to be careful because this is. I look at TV like a la carte. Like you can pick and choose exactly what you want to stream.
Yeah.
And there are other free ways of being able to do so. So I've discovered ways for me to watch certain things the way I don't have to pay, and I feel like stuff like this pushes people to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think there were some people even saying that was the option that they were going to go with. So corporate greed, to your point, pushes people to do things that are not quite legal, Mike, to be honest. Well, guys, that brings us to our final question of Clock It Round 2. You both are tied, so here is your opportunity to break this tie. Lionsgate has released the trailer for the what highly anticipated biopic? Kelly.
Michael.
Michael, as in Michael Jackson. I cannot wait to see this. The trailer looks absolutely amazing. Will you be checking it out?
100%. And I'm not the biggest biopic guy because a lot of times people can stumble and fumble through them. Queen had a really good one with Bohemian Rhapsody with Freddie Mercury, but it looks like this one's going to be a good one. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking good.
I know there is a star-studded cast that's a part of this. Who's playing Michael, and what are some other big names that's a part of this?
I want to say it's Jafar Jackson, Jermaine Jackson's son. Nia Long, which I love. She's playing the mother. You have Lorenz Tate and Domingo.
Domingo.
Thank you, Coleman Domingo. They chose. I feel like he's the perfect one for the father. So I'm looking forward to watching a movie that's about me.
Wait, the movie's about you?
It's called Michael.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I see what you did there. Maybe the paths were a little bit different, but the names are the same.
Yeah, and the movie is airing we're supposed to have it in October around my birthday, but we're going to air it in April because I wanted to push it back some.
Okay.
Yes.
Any significant reason as to why you chose April to push it back?
Wait till the interviews, you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see you
Crystal
a part of
coming.
this Michael biopic. Either way, I think Lionsgate did an amazing job with choosing to do a biopic about Michael. He was all near and dear to all of our hearts. Living legend in our culture, so I cannot wait to see this. All right, guys, that's it. It's a wrap. The end of...
We're officially there now.
Now this is officially the end.
Okay.
You see, I kind of stumbled there because they done said that like a few times now. But yes, this is the end. Kelly is today's winner of Clock It 500 points on the board. Mike has 400, making Kelly the winner of today's episode. As always, Kelly, it is a pleasure to have you. Mike, always great to see you. And for the viewers at home, tomorrow, you already know how this goes. Same time, same place. We are back right here for another episode of Clock It, and I'll see you then. Clock It! That was great.